Did everyone see the Arthur Chu tweets? Have any?
Indeed, I was
that
going to
guy.
bring them up.
Woo,
Let
that
me.
guy.
Yeah. Okay, Philip. Well, I posted. Please
Yes.
bring them up. Please, I'll post them. I have them screen capped because I
Who
feel
is
like
Arthur Chu? I don't know who that is.
some guy he
Oh.
won Jeopardy. He became a Gamergate.
Oh, I remember. him now. Yeah.
That guy. That's
He
a
is
blast
also-
from the past.
He is also infamous for his collapsed marriage.
Yes, that
his,
publicly collapsed marriage.
Yes, his ex-wife's many complaints about his lack of personal hygiene, which was culminated in the manifold episodes involving ants, including ants crawling on his face. And perhaps in other areas as well. Now, in this series of tweets, if I recall,
I really should have ate
correctly,
before I came on this show. Goddamn.
in this series of tweets, he equates Trump supporters with Yahtzees. See, I'm trying not to take off the. And he said that they should all be exterminated. That they are subhuman and should be exterminated.
Let me read you.
It's very Schmittian.
It is very Schmidt. Yes, it is.
How ironic.
It's funny because Logo responded to one of my tweets. He's like, "Isn't this like Carl Schmidt?" So let's see the first one.
It's not genocide. It's justified, right?
Yeah.
You know, if they're actually subhuman.
Yeah. When a bullet goes through the fatty.
Oh God!
It's pure poetry.
When a bullet goes through a fatty tumor, a Yahtzee has in the space where the human being would have a brain. Nothing is lost. A pile of meat that moved and spoke and acted like a person was made to stop moving, and thus could no longer fool people in thinking it was one of them. So not only are people he disagrees with not people, but I feel that this goes with his materialist, I effing love science worldview, in that the human is rendered into a sack of meat, literally, to be exploited.
By the way, I don't mean to digress, but a couple of years ago, Arthur Chu went on a rant about, Adorno's critique of jazz, and Arthur Chu was under the impression that Adorno admired Rachmaninoff. What? Like, what the hell?
What the fuck?
I know.
He thought it was the worst form of kitsch.
No, like we're talking about the Adorno that was associated with the Darmstadt school with Stockhausen and Boulez in his later years.
Damn. I never knew that about Arthur Chu. I know, like me and you, I know this is like total, like, yeah. But it's like, it's just indicative. It's like this one person that said
he's a total midway, or worse than midway.
This one person writer said that I responded to, saying that the fascists hate beauty and history, when Susan Sontag and other cultural critics, I screen capped the shots of the famous essay Fascinating Fascism, where clearly the problem is that the Nazis and the fascists, they love beauty too much. But that was the 60s cultural critic. So Arthur Chu goes, the N-word, it's not that N-word, the Yahtzee is the opposite of a person, and therefore our morality to them must be reversed. To hate them is to love, to harm them is to heal, to kill them is to bring life. So in other words, this is
strength, freedom is slavery.
This is classic. I know I'm bringing this up again. Classic Giorgio Agamben. To him, he wants to create the Homo Sacer that is outside of the law, but also justifies the law, because Agamben talks about paradoxes. The paradox being that the Homo Sacer is an unperson, but yet the personification of the citizenry is justified by the existence of the Homo Sacer. And so when he says that all morality is reversed when it comes to the Homo Sacer, therefore, oh, sorry, Charles, you got to bounce. Thank you, my friend, for coming on. Masked Bastard, follow on Twitter. So to hate them is to love, to harm is to heal. again, this therapy speak language. So this is the creation of the Homo Sacer, in that all of the traditional rules of morality are then reversed for this category of people, because the Homo Sacer, remember, cannot be persecuted when you kill them or destroy them. Even slaves in the classic ancient world in Greece, by killing slaves, there were certain consequences. So then finally he says, you should feel less bad. I feel like John David Ebert talking about Giorgio Agamben again. You should feel less bad. I should do the David Ebert hand movement. So you should feel less bad that you do about putting down a rabid animal. In this case, that rabies virus and the host are separate entities. One was the victim of the other. A Yahtzee is the disease itself. So again, the justification for the social milieu is by the unpersoning on the deepest of level. Because remember, the paradox of the Homo Sacer is the sacred man. That's a paradox. So the people that you hate the most, the people that you cannot be persecuted for killing, are sacred because they prop up the notion of this. They prop up the whole edifice of the system itself. So that is why they are sacred, because they are of a vital importance. And I think Arthur Chu is too much of a midwit to really realize this. But this is like, sorry, I'm just going off right now. I'm giving a mini lecture, so please stop me. I'm just, yeah.
I wanted to get to Metaphor. Oh, I gotta send myself the invite as well, but also Metaphor Man. Any comments, any metaphors about what was talked about?
I don't know, man. I think we're past the point of metaphors. There's just like,
Yeah.